Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, when we left off, we had destroyed the Gauntlet, and we had been granted a promotion to Major rank. That's going to take quite a little bit of time to get used to, that is for sure. So when people are going to say, Major, let me do this for you, let me do that for you, I'm going to think, oh, who are you talking to? You know, that's how it's going to be. And we also unlocked one of our most powerful abilities, which is, of course, Fire Pulse. That emits a fiery pulse wave, dealing a huge amount of elemental damage to the target. So let's hope that we get to be able to use that in this particular episode. And without further ado, let us speak to General Garza.
Major, stand at ease. Let's get straight to the situation at hand. After we destroy the Gauntlet, General Racton called a diplomatic summit with the heads of state of several Republic-allied planets along our borders. The summit was held aboard a neutral space station, where Racton's troops seized the heads of state by force. They are now hostages of the Empire.
You want Havoc to get the heads of state out of there alive?
Correct. It's the only way to stop Racton's plans. With their leaders held hostage, our allies are allowing Imperial troops to pass through their systems and strike us where we're vulnerable. Our forces are at their limit. The Imperials will overwhelm us unless we rescue these heads of state and block Racton's invasion routes.
What's our intel on the hostage's location?
The station where the heads of state are being held is called Outpost 256. Imperial security is tight, but we've developed an entry plan. Helic, a diplomat for one of these worlds, is flying there to surrender his government's security codes. He's volunteered to sneak your team aboard.
It takes a lot of guts to fly into a hostage situation.
Yes, he's taking a great risk for us. Let's make the most of it. Your ship will ride alongside Helic's, detaching at the last second and landing in an unused maintenance hangar aboard the station. Lieutenant Yun will slice into the station's security and stop any alarms from sounding while you storm the crew area and secure the hostages. Understood?
I'm ready to begin immediately, General.
Helic will rendezvous with you at these coordinates. The Imperials are expecting him to deliver his security codes very soon, so move quickly. Remember, the safety of the Republic depends entirely on the safety of these men. Good luck.
Okay, wow. Travel to Outpost 256, yes sir, let us do that. Now, for some reason, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't have Ilara summoned, so that's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, so we need to travel there, so of course we need to go to our... Wait a minute. To our ship, but I have no idea where we need to go. Oh my goodness. I have no idea. On that map, I have no clue where we need to go, so I will just cut away, and I will make my way out the old-fashioned way. Okay, so because I don't know whether General Garza is going to contact us once we arrive at Outpost 256, I'm going to cut back here, and we'll see what happens. Now, where is Outpost? There it is. Hut space. Of course it is. Okay, so where is it? It's probably going to be... Oh, there's Makeb. Okay, we need to go there soon. And, oh, there it is. Okay, wow. Very far away from anything, basically. Unfortunately, approaching this space station undetected requires that no sensor sweeps be made en route. Records describe it as an independently owned fueling and supply station.
Hello? Are you there? Havoc Squad, is that you?
This is Havoc Squad. It's good to meet you, Helic.
Yes, it's good to meet you too. Thank you for coming. You've done this sort of thing before, right? Rescuing hostages? I really don't know anything about you.
You're not supposed to know any details about us. We're Special Forces.
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies. The people of Aquila truly appreciate what you're doing for us. I'm sure the citizens of all the worlds affected by this situation do, too. You're risking your life for leaders you've never met, and I thank you.
The Republic is always proud to help its allies in need.
The citizens of Aquila will never forget the help you're giving us. I'm going to set a course for Outpost 256 now. Good luck, Major.
find the other terminals and take them out.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we can now board Outpost 256, and hopefully Yun will be successful in his mission to disable, or at least take control over, many of their security measures. Otherwise, we're going to be greeted by some very unsavory characters indeed. And, of course, we will probably be facing some very heavy firepower as well. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so let's just go over to the Republic Medical Service real quick. I just want to see whether I can find some better stims. Oh, we can actually find some better stims. Superior. Okay, let's get 6 of those. Yeah, 6, the greatest number. And then... oh, wow. Temporarily immune to infection from the Rakghoul Plague? Surely there isn't any Rakghouls on this area right here. Okay, well, we're going to be repairing. And we're going to be selling our junk. And then we'll be heading onward. So let's take one of those stims. There we are. 60 aim. Very nice indeed. Rebuff ourselves. And we'll be heading through the door. And capturing the station, of course. Goodness me, these guys do seem to be a little bit lax in their security. Okay, well, I suppose we have actually fought on the gauntlet before, so I would assume that this is going to be a little easier. Now, let's use Fire Pulse. Okay, did you see that? That was Fire Pulse. That was a little bit underwhelming, to say the least. Well, I suppose, what can you say? Yeah, okay, well... yeah, Pulse Cannon is actually really, really good, but yeah, Fire Pulse, not so much. Not so much. Maybe it will get better as time goes on, but it's got a 15-second cooldown for the same amount of damage that Pulse Cannon can do. Yeah, okay. I'm not impressed so far, so maybe maybe it will impress me later on. Now, I'm just actually wondering, what would I have gotten if I had continued along the Assault Specialist tree? Assault Plastique throws a moldable, shall we say, plastic explosive that sticks to the target and detonates, exploding for that much damage, burning the target for elemental damage over 12 seconds, and of course, standard and weak enemies enter a state of panic. Now, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really good. Why would you not take this over this? I suppose the rest of the tree is to do with... well... is it? Is it to do with PvP? I mean, most of these things down here are to do with PvP, but these things up here, surely not, because as you see, increases the damage dealt by Stock Strike, Incendiary Round, increases the damage dealt by periodic elemental effects, increases critical hit chance, and various other things, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, both of the trees could be used for PvP, as you saw. This right here, Shock Absorbers, reduces damage taken from area effects. Additionally, while stunned, you take 30% less damage. Now, that is exactly the thing that I do believe is for PvP. Well, it can be used for this as well, because we do get stunned a little bit. Not too much, but still. I'm wondering whether there is actually a specific tree for PvP. I know I do trust you guys in the comments, I'm just saying. It seems a little bit strange that the final ability of the quote-unquote PvE tree is so lackluster, in my opinion. Well, we will see as time goes on, as I say. Maybe it's actually going to be better in the end than I think. Maybe I'm just being too critical. Maybe that is it. Well, whatever the case, there's Yoon. He's going to be doing his thing. We're going to be now helping him disable communications, hydraulic terminals, and thermal sync terminals as well. Goodness me. Thank goodness that the outpost isn't as big as the gauntlet, though, because the gauntlet was quite a large area. Oh my goodness. Okay, so welder droids are apparently equipped with fire bombs. That's rather nice of them, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's head over here. We'll do fire pulse. It does 908 damage. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, it's just 908 damage. I would have assumed would do a little bit more for less cooldown, considering we need all those points just to get that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised, that's all, really. Well, whatever the case, we can now disable this. Ah, excellent. Yun is telling us, admirably done, Major. The first system components now fall into our control. Excellent. Now, wait a minute. Ah, this is the other one here. Very, very nice. And now, wait a minute. Where is the communication system? Is that over here? Yes, it is. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Okay, Alara's going to stay over here, isn't she? So she's going to be aggroed by this guy. We need to take him out, then. That's a little bit unfortunate. I really didn't want to have to do this, but I suppose we should. There we are. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I think a nice mortar volley will deal with these guys nicely. Oh yeah, look at that. Excellent damage. Let's shoot this. Thank you very much. Now we can do some consistent damage over time to this welder droid, hopefully. Oh yeah. Look at that. 1446 damage. Wow. I'm just hoping that Fire Pulse procs at some point. And I mean, by procking, critically hitting. I would like it to critically hit. Also, what is it actually doing? Let's take a look at our skills here for a second, because I know that one of these things... Ah, Pulse Generator. That obviously helps with that, but there is something else. Ah, there it is. Ion Pulse has a 30% chance, and Fire Pulse has a 100% chance to make your next stock strike free. So, our rotation, should I say, is actually going to be... What is it going to be? Let's try it out here. Let me just work this out. Sticky Grenade, Gut, Fire Pulse, Stock Strike, High Impact Bolt. That would work quite nicely. That is probably going to be our bread and butter from now on. So let me get that straight in my head in this next combat situation. So, Sticky Grenade, Gut, and then Fire Pulse. Yeah, Fire Pulse for 1700 damage. Very nice indeed. And then we can use Stock Strike, and then it's dead. So that's actually not bad. That's a pretty nice amount of damage. If it critically hits, that is. I'm hoping that it will critically hit a little bit more often. That would be nice. There we are. Very nice. Good. And, oh, we do need to take this guy out as well. Let's just bleed that fellow. Take that guy out with a high impact bolt. And then we will loot whatever this item was here. Ooh. Galentro Arms Braceman's Greaves. Oh, my. Oh, wow. They're actually really good. They are actually really good. Okay, let's give those to Ilara for now. There we have it. She's losing a little bit of critical rating and a little bit of surge rating, but I do believe the other stats are going to make that worth it. And we will now be interacting with the communications. There we have it. Now we can breach the crew quarters. Now, as we can see here, Yun says, "Another success. You are the landslide obstructing a river's flow, sending its waters into the path we dictate. Our work will soon be complete." Wow. He has a way with words, does he not? I just wish he had a proper voice actor rather than a little bit of alien speak, shall we say. And I'm not being specious there, but I'm just attempting to say what he's doing, but... Ah, goodness me. Okay, so, wait a minute. Where do we have to go? Ah, we have to actually use an elevator. Okay, well, that might be quite difficult, considering. And we will now access our holocommunicator.
Thanks for the heads up, Lieutenant.
Thank you very much. Okay, so he has done his very best, and now we will do the same. So, there are going to be some turrets coming up here, surely. These look like turret ports to me. That's going to be quite a spot of bother, is it not? Or maybe not. Very interesting. I'm a little bit skeptical. Aha, here we go. Okay, so here are the hostages. What can we do? Okay, so they're not going to start executing them, or at least that's a good start. I'm getting stunned, which is obviously going to be negated by 30% thanks to our skills. And I'm just going to bleed everyone I can, and then do as much damage as I can with Pulse Cannon. Take those guys out, no problem at all. Then we can deal with the Major. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that damage. Oh my. Okay, well, we have 3 stacks of pulse generator, so we can now use pulse cannon to its greatest effect and take him out.
Who the... public soldiers?
Major! It's such a relief to see you. Is the plan working? Is everything going all right?
The station systems are in our control. I'm heading for the hostages now.
That's fantastic.
Why didn't you tell us there was a rescue mission going on, Hellick? We could pitch in. I'm ready to get some payback.
That doesn't seem wise. We would probably just get in the way. Let's leave this to the professionals.
Stay out of the crossfire. Hold here and keep your heads down.
Yes, whatever you think's best, Major.
At least we won't be in here much longer. Good luck, pal. Give those imps what's coming to them.
Oh yes, I will. Thank you very much, random hostages and Navigator Travis, okay. Oh my goodness, it doesn't bode well that I forgot his name immediately, does it? Okay, well, whatever the case, let's just move swiftly on, and we will be taking out this Imperial combat droid. Let's first off gut this guy, and attempt to gut the droid as well, with a nice fire pulse too. 1800 damage, now that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of damage I want to see. Oh my. Okay, there we are. Oh yes. And you notice our energy is staying really high as well. I'm actually wondering why that is, but I suppose it's just a byproduct of us playing incredibly well. Right? Probably not. Probably not, but still. It's actually not going too badly. So where do we have to head to? Over there. Right. Through all of these guys. Okay. Well, that's not going to be too bad, I hope. Let's try to do this. Bleed that guy, bleed this guy, and I'm going to attempt to use our reactive shielding. That would be nice. Now, Fire Pulse, Stock Strike, High Impact Bolt, and then Pulse Cannon. That seems to actually work quite nicely. Okay. Well, I can see a use for Fire Pulse now. Even though I could probably just use Iron Pulse instead, but I suppose it does do a little bit more damage, which is always a good thing. And I suppose what we must do here is requiring a little bit of mortar volley, so let's do that. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Insane. Okay, very, very nice. Now Pulse Cannon to take out the rest of them. And we will now be locating the heads of state, hopefully. I do believe that we are going to be... Oh, no, never mind. I actually thought that we were going to be ambushed in some way. But no, it appears that we are fine and we have rescued them successfully.
You've made a wise choice. Embracing the Imperial way of life will bring prosperity and security to your floundering worlds.
Thank you, General. You've given us a great opportunity, and we appreciate it.
Indeed. It's unfortunate that your colleagues couldn't be persuaded to... Guards! Security breach! Engage Protocol 27 immediately!
Weapons on the floor, people. Now!
Servants of the Emperor never surrender. Guards, execute!
No! Why does everyone have to execute? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's just take out these 2 guys first, and then we'll deal with this guy on our right. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that damage. Wow. That was actually easier than I imagined. Okay. And... Oh! Never mind. Okay, never mind. Yes. We have additional units coming in here. Of course. Why did I not expect that? Okay. Well, I do believe a nice pulse cannon will sort them out in no time. Oh my goodness, okay. We're actually doing a pretty reasonable amount of damage, and I'm not dying that much either. I suppose it is because of Ilara healing us most of the time, because as you've seen, when we've had Vic or Yun with us, we actually go down to about 30% HP, so there is that to consider, that is for sure. So, oh wait. Oh yeah, Imperial combat droids. Of course. Okay, so let us do it. Same tactic as we have always used. Gut everyone we can. They will start to bleed over time. Let's use a cryo grenade on this guy. Make sure he's not doing too much damage to us, shall we? And then a nice stock strike. High impact bolt to follow that up. And now we have 3 charges, of course, of pulse generator. and we can take him out. There we go. Thank you very much. That guy's attempting to hide. Oh, you serious? He's attempting to hide right behind that pillar there. And now we're actually taking a little bit too much damage for my liking, so I must take this guy out.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm coming for you next, Rakton.
We're saved. The Republic has saved us. Thank you. Thank you.
Shut your mouth, traitor. You don't even deserve to breathe the same air as the rest of us.
These cowards were signing up with Rakton. They traded their planets to the Empire in exchange for lifetime leadership positions.
Did you really join up with the Imps?
What choice did we have? Our lives were at stake. Our people's lives. Don't hide behind your people. You gave up. You betrayed everything that we've fought for. Alliances we've all held for generations.
We are at war. We don't have room for cowards or traitors. You deserve to be executed.
Agreed. Give these traitors what they deserve. If anyone asks, we'll say the Imperials murdered them.
I'm under orders to bring all of you back alive.
We're soldiers, sir. Not executioners. You will be well within your rights to bring formal charges against these men upon return to Republic space.
We are at war. We should not suffer allies who cannot be depended upon.
This will never happen again. Now that we've seen Imperial diplomacy firsthand, I don't think we'll take part in any future summits.
Don't bother reassuring me. I just work here.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say.
Can we get off this miserable station now? Where's my man Helic? Did he ever turn up?
Your man snuck my team aboard. Thank him for your rescue. Come in, Yoon. Mission complete. Unlock the crew area so our allies can regroup with their associates.
We owe you our lives, soldier. The Republic has proven how much it values us as allies. It's time we return the favor.
Tell your leaders that starting now, no Imperial will set foot on our worlds without paying in blood. Long live the Republic!
Long live the Republic!
Yes, thank you very much. As Zan Val stated a couple of episodes ago, long live the Republic. Oh yes, excellent. So everyone is completely fine here. And I was actually tempted to execute the traitors, but then I remembered that Ilara was here, and I thought to myself, let's just get her some more affection gain with us. I think that will be rather nice, to say the least. Now, unfortunately, can I travel back here? No, quick travel does not seem to work. That is definite. And I will have to travel all the way back. So, as I am walking through the ship's corridors, I will cut away, and I will see you once we arrive at our ship, or should I say that? Maybe we should say, I will see you once we're back near to General Garza's location. Okay, so we've arrived at General Garza's office once again. We are actually getting very familiar with this area, are we not? So, without further ado, let's head in and receive our rewards.
Major, stand at ease. It's good to see you again. Welcome back.
You remember Supreme Commander Rands? We were reviewing the results of your mission. You did an excellent job on Outpost 256. Congratulations.
Rakton was on the Hollow when I rescued the heads of state.
Good. Let him see what you're capable of. Let him wonder when it will be his office that you're blasting your way through. The plan worked just like we'd hoped. When word of the rescue got out, our allies began immediate strikes against the Empire's forces. We've won a major victory, but the war is just beginning. Your squad will be playing a vital role in our campaign against Rakton.
Havoc Squad is ready to serve, General.
Right now, we need every advantage we can get. Every available force must be put to work to counter the Empire's moves.
Some of our top military units are bogged down on backwater planets instead of serving on the front lines where they belong.
Havoc Squad is going to get our top forces where they need to be, starting with a group of elite pilots trapped on Belsavis. Understood?
Can you give me any intel on Belsavis, General?
We'll discuss the details once you've arrived in orbit.
Our forces are still spread thin. Saving our allies has relieved some pressure. But to turn the tide, we need every advantage we can get.
We will not accept defeat at the hands of the Empire. We will defeat them, Utterly and completely.
For the Republic!
Oh my goodness, really? Did we really do that? For the Republic, yes. For the Republic. Okay, so, oh my, we actually have some very, very nice enhancements right here. I do believe I will be taking the Adept one, because that gives us Surge rating, power, and endurance. So let's do that. Thank you very much. And we are, well, I would say almost to level 46. That is actually very good. So, Adept enhancement. What are we going to use that on? We might actually have a problem with using that. Yeah, I think we might have a problem. Because we have these discipline enhancements. These are the things that I bought on Hoth, and they do seem to be rather good. Wait a minute, 21 endurance, 12 power, 16 surge. Aha. Okay, so these are a little bit more damaging in exchange for endurance. Okay, that's okay at the moment. I think I'll just leave that. I think our mods are okay, not bad at all. And, oh, it appears that we have the opportunity to speak to Arik Jorgen now. Where is he? Is he on our ship? I hope he's on our ship. Let's take a look. Yes, in your ship's medical bay. And that gives us 96,000. Okay. Let's do that then. Your first objective is on the planet Belsavis. Use your ship to travel there. 190,000 experience just from that. So that is very cool indeed. And without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here, and next time on Star Wars The Old Republic, we will be speaking to Arik Jorgen and seeing how he's doing after his wounds have been, well, somewhat healed. And we will also be heading over to Belsavis, which is our next port of call. So, I will see you next time.